I just can't take no pleasure in killing. Just some things you gotta do. Don't mean you have to like.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
You want to know what happens to an eyeball when it gets punctured? You got any idea how much blood jets out of a guy's neck when his throat's been slit?
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
What is up, everyone? DJ Nubis here with you on the Metal Time Radio podcast with my good friend and co-host, Mr. Tony the Dead, my ghoul brother from another ghoul mother. We are the Ghouls of Midnight, where each week we alternate with picks, some movies, past, present, or future, and we go and review them for you. We do all the dirty work so you don't have to. This week, episode 113 for myself, I have chosen Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. Oh, he's got it too. Look at that.
That's right.
It's directed by Pierre B. Reinhardt. And before we get too much further, let's give the trailer a looky round and see what it's all about. If it doesn't confuse you, because it has some crazy shit.
Hé, ça va pas? Qu'est-ce qui vous arrive?
C'est pas dangereux.
Pas dangereux. Il y a quand même eu 3 morts. Je ne sais pas ce qu'il vous faut. Hiroshima?
Oh, mais c'était pas à cause de vous.
Je les ai vus boire du lait et s'écrouler.
Je suis allé au cimetière. Ce sont elles qui ont tué Valérie. Les mêmes. Elles sont mortes. J'ai vu les mortes vivantes ouvrir leur tombe.
Vous êtes ivre.
C'est bien possible. Mais il n'empêche que ça peut donner des idées. En tout cas, ça vous donne des excuses.
Ça suffit, Alphonse.
Ce sont elles qui ont tué Madame Alphand. Elles veulent nous tuer tous. OKF les a tués. Elles veulent se venger.
So yeah, so it's unfortunately it's in its native language there with the subtitles too. So that wasn't very helpful with the language. But obviously, if you watch it, I don't know if it's on Tubi or anything. It might be, but on my Blu-ray, it does have English subtitles. So
yeah.
There will be spoilers for this, so I would actually highly. I'm just going to tell people now that I watched this. Like, I'd highly recommend watching this film. But don't come back to this review afterwards because you need to see it because there are some twists and turns in this film. The other thing that was surprising to me was the way that this film was. You know, there's somebody like you see like the guy with his hand when he's got like the infection there and stuff. Like I started thinking about The Grapes of Death. You remember when we did the review? That was one of my picks.
Yeah.
I started thinking about that at first because the way the movie started playing out. But I also had this funny thought that popped in my head as the movie started. And like, I don't know if you ever saw Detroit Rock City.
Oh yeah.
It's a girl walking along the side of the highway. We should pull over and help her out. I mean, they make scary movies that start out like that.
Hey, but they make porno movies that start out like that too, man.
So good.
So obviously, the movie starts out. This trucker comes by who's driving a milk truck, and he helps out this lady, good-looking lady. A lot of good-looking ladies in this, and so he helps her out. And dude, immediately, the atypical, like he's got his hands on her thigh, and like she's in pain. I guess she twisted her ankle or some weird shit. I don't know, but he's like, "Well, I can fix that for you." She even starts calling him a doctor at one point.
Yeah,
the truck drivers are like, I'm laughing the entire time. Like, dude, that scene from Detroit Rock City immediately came to my mind. I'm like, oh my god, like so ridiculous.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I was like. You know, it's funny because we're going to be doing your selection after this. And Neko had seen a scene from that when she got home because I was watching that before we started doing this.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you watching? A porno? I said, oh, this is nothing. You should see my pick. My pick, dude, it was nothing but skin going on in that thing. And I was like, even I was kind of shocked at how much, you know, wham, bam, thank you, mammy was going on in that.
Yeah, yours definitely had a lot more sex, but like mine had like unnecessary parts. Like, what?
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable stuff going on.
Yeah. Also, if you go on IMDb, my pick suggestions is Grapes of Death.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think it'd be with this one, but yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's directed by Pierre B. Reiner. It's a splatter film written by Jean-Claude Roy and starring Veronica Casalzaro, Catherine Charlie, Sylvie Novak, and a bunch of other people. It says toxic waste causes a zombie outbreak in France. And get back. Sorry, kitty kit. And the plot is in France, the CEO of a chemical company looks to cheaply dispose of their plant's chemical waste. He and his secretary come up with the idea to dump it illegally. Almost sounds like men at work. When the secretary contaminates a milk tanker, it causes several deaths in the town. The toxic waste illegally dumped at a nearby graveyard then causes the recently dead townspeople to rise as ravenous zombies who seek revenge on unscrupulous company and its employees. And I guess you could say this is one of those cases where the milk does not do a body good. But yeah, so I'm watching this, and immediately I thought of Grapes of Death, like I said, because of that one was where the pesticide was causing this infection. This is something different where this mysterious biker goes and dumps some shit into the milk container while that dude's like banging the hitchhiker girl. Yeah. And all of a sudden people around the area, mainly women, are like drinking the milk and then dying on site, just done. Then of course we have our CEO and the secretary, and again the biker who realizes that he's been what he did was killing these girls, is trying to confront the secretary by saying, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to kill people.
Yeah.
But then like all of a sudden again, he's got her on top of the hood, and it's like forget everything else. He just wants a piece of that ass.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of crazy just how all this stuff started playing out. But I'm like, okay, well, I'm rolling with it.
Yeah.
But some of the kill scenes were really good in this. And again, it's funny when you and we did Beyond Convent Walls. I talked to you about that wood scene with Jesus on the end of it. Here, there's a scene where one of the dead girls is, in fact, all three of them, we have three main dead girls that are coming back from the grave, and they start attacking and killing people. And, one girl that they've kidnapped and put her on a bed, they get naked, and it's like zombie love lust. But then they got this sword that she impales her through the cooch. And I'm like, and it's graphic. Like it's really graphic. I was like, wow, okay. This is a surprise, but a pleasant one, because it's something you don't see too often.
Yeah.
What was your feelings about the early part of this film as far as like the feel that you were getting from it?
Well, I really didn't know what to expect. The whole time I'm thinking this biker is like this guy that's going to bring them back to life. He's watching them like, hey, these girls are, getting shit on in life. So maybe he'll bring them back to, get their revenge on whatever is going on. And it's like, well, that's not happening. So and then it's like they're drinking the milk, and they're in a bar and they're drinking milk, and they're like playing. These guys are all like typical men, and then they drink the milk, and I'm like, well, okay, that guy, the biker guy, did it, but like, what's the point of this? Why are they dead? And then you find out later on, but like, it's like at first, like, why are they dying? Why is this toxic waste kind of like whatever it is? And I don't know, it's just like it was interesting because it's like, okay, these good looking girls are dying, they're the ones obviously coming back, and yeah, it's just crazy, especially that zombies love scene, lesbian scene. I was like, the only thing I'm thinking like, oh, because they're zombies, but like I'm thinking, oh, their breath must stink so bad, it must feel so weird with their tongue, and but she was the lady of the night, so she enjoyed it apparently.
Well, yeah, because at first she's terrified. She's got them all over, but then she starts getting into it before the sword scene.
I will say that the zombies look really cool, though. I did like them. It reminded me of in Beetlejuice where they at the end of the movie. That's exactly what it reminded me.
Up. Yeah.
They had to have gotten it from like something like this because they looked exactly like them.
Yeah, the sunken in faces and stuff like that.
Looked really cool.
But yeah, you did mention something really interesting because there is the quotation of zombies, because there is a scene where the girls, the zombie girls, are in like where the CEO lives, and they're in the pool and they're swimming towards him, and how he doesn't see them, who the fuck knows?
Well, the fact that they're swimming too is like, what the hell? These are kind of different kind of zombies, I guess.
Well, it gets even better because later on, there's this dude randomly banging a chick in a Rolls Royce, and the zombie girls get in, and one of them drives them off.
Yeah,
it was a little zombie drives.
When they tied that girl up, I thought that's where I was like, they're tying her up. Why? Oh, so she can't get away when they. Knight her.
You are knighted.
Yeah.
Sir dead a lot.
Oh. I don't have anything right now for that.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously, it really comes down to the CEO wanting to working with his secretary to dump this waste. And, the movie does a good job of like kind of like a bait and switch thing because again, it makes you think that, they're dumping this waste out there. There even comes a moment where as these zombie chicks are going around, they actually dump that same chemical into the motorcycle guy's mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, well, wouldn't that bring him back if that's the case? Like, I'm not sure you want to do that, but then again, it was just like their punishment. But we find out why, and that's why I'm telling people to not watch this until you've seen the film because it's going to change the whole dynamic.
Yeah,
which I enjoyed. But
yeah,
obviously, some of the reviews for this have said this film's very confusing. You can say it's maybe a little disjointed because at the time, a lot with these. Films like this where the editing is a little bit sketchy because of what they're trying to do with their budgets.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't find myself totally lost. I don't know if you did either.
No.
Like by the time it happens, I'm like, well, that makes sense because of everything else I've just talked about, this is why this is happening. And so I don't really find it that confusing unless there's some other version, which I'm aware of. But either way, I really enjoyed this film a lot. And obviously, I guess we can go and get to the ending a little bit here, is that it ends up turning out that the secretary and the three girls that are the zombies have been faking it. They've been posing as these zombies with masks and coming out of the graves at night. And, of course, you have this entire movie based around the idea that the police, the truck driver and the bicycle motorcycle guy, they're all wondering like, whether or not these are zombie girls. Are like, oh my God, they're coming back. How's this happening? There's even that one dude who's the scientist.
Yeah.
And, again, our secretary, she seems to get around a lot. She likes to fuck around a lot of people.
She is hot.
Yeah. Yeah. All these girls are great, like all of them.
Yeah, she's everywhere in this movie.
Yeah. And it turns out that the secretary and these other girls, the whole scheme was to basically get this like $3 million or whatever it was and, get rid of the guys in the process. So it was like, they were just trying to get their own.
Yeah.
Now, the ending was kind of funny just because I knew something was going to happen. And it kind of drew me back to, I don't know if it was a movie you chose.
Yep.
The Clockwork one. Do you
House
know that
of
one?
Clocks.
Yes.
Yep.
And so immediately, again, I'm thinking of something like that because of how abrupt the ending was. And so,
yeah.
So anyway, the girls are driving away, and if the one girls all of a sudden are like, "Oh, we shouldn't have killed him. It's so bad that we did this." But the secretary's like throwing the cash around in the car, and like, "Here you go. This is what we did it for."
Oh,
and then all of a sudden,
their conscience is cleared.
Yeah. Just shut up. Take your money and shut the fuck up. Enjoy your money.
Yeah.
But then, as always, like they start driving, and I guess they come across like a police barricade or something, but they drive by and the car flips. Like it's one of those old, like, I don't even know what you would call them, but the French cars, like one you see in like For Your Eyes Only with James Bond. But it flips over. It didn't. It's not like it went down a huge hill. It just, and all of a sudden it just explodes. Like it starts catching on fire.
That guy thought they were the zombies. Remember, they were going to try to kill them, and he threw like a Molotov. That's why.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I missed that, I guess. So that's what set it up. Okay.
I was actually laughing at the end because I thought, man, karma got caught up with yous. Oh my god! Like it's funny that the car just like,
I figured that'd be something that would happen. Like I figured either to get caught, or something like that would happen where like they just fucked up and hit a truck or something. I thought it would be something that would take them out because here they were scamming everybody.
It's kind of like in Zombieland, Bill Murray's pretending to be a zombie and he gets killed. Poor Bill.
Poor Bill.
Poor Bill.
But yeah, so go ahead and give me your final thoughts and rating for Revenge of the Living Dead Girls.
Well, I could see people thinking it was a little confusing in the beginning because you're just getting into it and it's like, why are they dying from milk and stuff? And everything kind of just falls into place. There's the cheesiness throughout the thing. Like again, watching the whole thing, you understand, but them swimming in the pool, tying the girl up, having sex with her and stuff. It's like, what is going on here? And then they have the masks on the whole time. So like, even if they thought they were going to kill her, they still kept them on. And so it's like, okay, but I'll tell you what, the reveal at the end, I was not expecting.
Same.
I was like, wow, okay, that just redeemed itself. Like I was enjoying it, but like, I was like, this is kind of corny, it's kind of weird. And then that ending, I was like, wow, where'd that come from? So yeah, the ending was good. I actually enjoyed the actors. It was a fun movie. I was honestly, when I saw that Severin was putting this out, I was like, oh, I want to see that movie. And then I waited a while till it was cheaper, and now I finally got to watch it.
So this was the first time for you too.
Yeah, but I watched it with American language, English and subtitles. Language and subtitles, because you can do that on here.
Oh, fuck me, I didn't know that.
Well, then you did watch a different version than I did then. Technically.
Well, just with the original voice, but that's good to know because now I can watch it in English and say, okay.
Now I
sat there the entire time watching this, and I was like, can't they just do me a favor and put this in dub, please? And I didn't even realize. I didn't think about looking at it.
It took me a few times to get it to work on there. I don't know if it's the disc or what, but like I was like, what the hell? Because then it was like when I first started, it was no dub and only in French. Like it was only the language and no subtitles. I was like, I was ready to text you like, I can't watch this movie. Like I don't know what's going on, but it worked out. And I liked it. I don't know. I'd probably say it's about a 7.5 there for me. That's good.
Okay.
It was that's really good. Like any higher would be like the Wraith categories, But I enjoyed it. I actually like halfway through this, I was like, yeah, this is going on eBay. And now I'm like, I'll probably keep it.
Well, I watching again, like because of like I was a bigger fan of Grapes of Death than you were, obviously, but
yeah,
but it has that kind of grittiness that you would see from even something like The Crazies, like just the way it's shot. But I really enjoyed this. It was the first time I had seen it, and I got through Severin, of course. I was a blind buy.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what, I'm gonna go and check this out and try it, and chose it for this, and I'm glad I did because this is already one of my favorite films of the year for us.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna actually give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this.
Cool.
Just because I didn't expect it to get as explicit as it did, like and I know that's kind of like a shallow way to look at it, but when you're seeing a lot of horror movies these days, you and I, we go through so many movies now. when I can go back and see a film that's taking these risks that you normally wouldn't,
Yeah.
I can appreciate that more than, some of the stuff that I see now. So
Yeah.
it might be a little shallow for some people, like, oh, you just care about the sex and the sexiness. But I do like that. That's even some of the low budget stuff that you and I watch now in the modern day, we still say the same thing. So if we go back to like Kill Her Goats, right? You remember how we watched it and we didn't really care about the movie too much, but we didn't mind all the TNA.
Yeah.
But even the credit scene where they were having fun, we can appreciate what they're doing. They were calling back to a lot of this stuff like this.
Yeah.
So even it may not even be as a good film as this, but the reality is that you and I can appreciate the classic nostalgia that these films try to do, and I really liked it. So
yeah. Well, you can't help but talk about the nudity when there's so much of it in it, either.
Right?
Like, and I'm gonna be a pervert here, but I'm gonna appreciate all the bush in this movie. I'm a bush man, not the president or the governor, but yeah. Wow. You could even this is the kind of stuff too that's like you don't see much nowadays or at all. Like you could see their lips too on their vaginas. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
That sound like wow, that's a lip. But like it's just this like you don't usually see that. It's like that's pretty detailed. And cleaned up too, so you could see it even better. But like, yeah.
Yeah, especially like that earlier scene with the driver and the girl hitchhiker, like they're showing him like literally putting his hand like over her panties. Is like that's explicit, it's not porn explicit, but it's pretty explicit.
Yeah.
And then of course the sword scene, like I'm like, I did not expect that. I even if she had just showed it gonna happen, you figured they would just cut away. Ooh,
nope.
Ooh, you get it. Which I can appreciate because it actually brought more to the scene for me because like, okay, because you can understand like why this girl is terrified.
And she doesn't even know it's coming either. All of a sudden she just feels like I don't know. If I imagine like a sword all of a sudden in the balls, you better hope to die.
Right.
Oh man. But yeah.
However, I do have my pick for next week.
Okay.
And staying with French, actually. I don't know if this is actually a French film, but considering Bridget Leahy's in it, it probably is. It's going to be Faceless. Okay. So I have seen this, but I want to go back and revisit it and review it. And I'm probably sure you've seen it too.
Yeah, I saw it one time, but I don't remember anything. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one of hers, but I do have this one too. Yeah,
so I've watched it once. I want to go back and try it again. And I did enjoy it the first time, so I just want to go back and review it again. So that is my pick for next week. So let us know in the comment section. Have you seen Revenge of the Living Dead, girls? What do you think? Do you think his rating's more accurate? Do you think mine's accurate? Did you hate it all together? Do you think we're nuts? If you do, we don't give a shit. Either way, go like and subscribe to Mr. Tony the Dead, and we're going to be prepared to go do his pick of the week very soon, and we'll see how that one goes. That will be a whole. Oh, he's even got that on Blu-ray. Very nice. That actually
4K.
That movie has like about a gazillion different titles I've discovered.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we will go check that out and do that review and have that up for you when you can. But thank you again for the support for both of us. First year that we did this was a very big success, and we had a great time doing it. So here's to another year, 2026. This is a good start. We went through some struggles the last couple of weeks, but I think we're starting to find our groove a little bit. There you go.
Cheers.
And we'll see you next time here on the Meltdown Radio Podcast with the Ghouls of Midnight.
Have a cool night.
You see me for you.